Hey folks, welcome to Feet Down Designs. We're out here in the field today on a really hot June afternoon. I'm going to put a little video together for you folks. Practical field uses, basically how to incorporate this thing into the setup of your decoys. We've put about 12.5 Dakota decoys out here. It's considerably less than we normally use, but we wanted to do it just for, to give you an idea how the pocket's set up where you're going to put your flag at. So what I've got here is 2 complete flag sets, a couple extra pieces in here because we're going to show you a couple of tips and tricks as well through the course of this video. So let's go ahead and get one of these flags set out. Okay, we've located where we want to put the flag in the spread, just outside of the pocket and into the decoys. So the first thing we want to do is stake it down with 4 of the 12-inch stakes. We want to angle them slightly, as such. Notice that I'm using a rip claw hammer here. That's the only thing that you've got to provide. Bring yourself out a claw hammer, drive these things in, help you pop them out. Okay, we're staked off. Next step, let's attach the bungee. Bungee's going to be underneath of your flag. It's going to attach to the eye bolt. Now we want to lay it out in front of the flag. Take your angled spike. You want it in the ground, the length of itself in front of the flag. So we're just going to come out here, run that down till she's pretty well touching the ground. Now I'll take my bungee, stretch it out, hook it on. We're good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and attach the pull line to the loop end of the string that's on your flag. Attached there. Let's take a couple of decoys and just get them right in here, making sure that they're not going to fool with the operation of the flag. Double check that they're not. Boom. We're ready to string this thing back and get to our cantilever bracket. Okay, we're ready to place the cantilever bracket. I'm about 20 feet directly behind the flag, and you want to try and place your cantilever bracket straight in line with that pulley attached to your flagging system. So you want to determine which direction you're going to be pulling, because you want the apex of this pulley to be at the apex of the turn in the string line. So I know our blind sight, our fictitious blind sight, is over here. So I'm gonna basically angle this thing pointing straight at that. I'm gonna drive that into the ground nice and straight until your pulley is about 3 or 4 inches above the ground. So we've driven our cantilever bracket about 20 feet back in, straight in line behind the flag. It's about 3 or 4 inches above the ground. It's in good and straight. We're going to take this wing nut off, pull your pulley off, put your line through the pulley, and simply put it back over. This little piece of magic right here is what allows you to operate this flag from any angle. Literally, I could pull this back at itself and work this flag. That is just a game changer right there. And it took us into the better part of the first year of hunting to realize we needed to do something like this. And it just made a difference in the way that we were able to incorporate this flag into our spread. So now let's go ahead and pull this back to our fictitious blind sight over there. And let's get looking at the operation of this now that it's incorporated into our spread. Okay, we're standing directly on top of the cantilever. I've pulled, you'll see a camera bag off in the distance. Again, it's our fictitious blind sight. I've pulled my main pull line over to that location. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with these 2 bent stakes, and I'm going to install them on this line as keepers just to keep it down close to the ground. It only took my dog tripping over that line one time for me to know that I needed to have these in this package. So we're going to go a third of the way and another third of the way, and we're going to put this down. And again, I'm not trying to pin the string to the earth. I'm just trying to keep it down so it's not a tripping hazard. Let's come over here and we'll look at putting the wooden pull handle on. Okay, we've wound our way all the way back to the blind site. In this particular instance, I unwound it until we ran out of line, just again to show you that from 150 feet away, this thing operates flawlessly. So this is a pull handle. Again, just another gem of a simple little piece, but it's a real game changer because you can operate this flag by pulling on it like that all day long, but it will wear at your hands. So if you just make a loop in your string, stick it through the drilled hole in the center, loop it back over one ear, back over the other ear, pull that son of a gun tight. I can now just pull on that handle all day long, no effect on me. Here I am, I'm set up about 150 feet away from the flag, probably 100 feet or so, a little better, from the cantilever bracket, greater than a 90-degree angle. And this is all it takes to operate that flag right here. Folks, you've seen how easy this thing here is to operate. The beauty of this thing is you can take your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, niece, nephew, any young kid can operate this flag, and it makes them feel like a contributing part of the hunt. It gets them involved in the hunt rather than just sitting there being a participant. This involves them in the hunt, and there's nothing better we can do for our kids than get them involved. So get a kid involved and let them enjoy this.